When you think about one of the ones, being someone who has a finance background, the one that always jumps out to me is the CPA certification. And I personally did not get my CPA, which certainly has, crossed me off the list for many jobs just out of the gate because I don't have the CPA. But I always am fascinated by organizations that really place a lot of emphasis on that outside of auditing firms and financial institutions, because the reality is, the CPA certification is very valuable in those sectors where, you're dealing with tax, you're dealing with auditing, internal controls, all of those things. But most businesses already hire accounting firms to do their taxes and to do their audits. What they need internally is someone who can do their accounting and who can produce financial statements and who understand internal controls and can identify when they have weaknesses and develop processes to correct those things. And they don't teach you process development and, efficiency development and things like that when you're going through an accounting program. Those just aren't the things that are emphasized. And so, I think there's a temptation for organizations to set, standards because they know that the standards exist. And so they think they must be great. And so they're going to apply them. But that limits their candidate pool significantly. And they really need to start questioning, is it necessary? Do I really need someone in my CFO seat or my controller seat who has a CPA? Do I really need somebody who can do taxes and do audits in my controller seat? I think the other piece that I look at is this notion of I have to have someone who's worked with someone exactly like me. And I'll be honest, private equity is very guilty of that. They want somebody who's worked with private equity before. And having had the opportunity to work with a private equity healthcare organization and having worked with many nonprofit healthcare organizations, the work is very similar. In that distinction is really more around pace and intent, but intelligent people who understand the operations are going to be able to deliver on your needs regardless of your industry or structure. And, giving them an opportunity to do that for you, you're going to benefit, they're going to benefit, and you've expanded your candidate pool, which I think most organizations very much need to do today.